In the automobile with Night Danger, it is quite dark, and so you probably can't see me all that good. I just went to see Nosferatu with my wife. Second time I've seen the film. And I have some spoiler-laden thoughts that I would like to drop. I'm going to do a longer form recording in the woods tomorrow, but tonight, while the iron is hot, I have one point that I think is worth expressing. Robert Eggers is a modernist. A lot of puff has been put forth that he is critiquing modernity, that he is somehow articulating an alternative worldview to the modern materialism we find ourselves embroiled in. But Eggers is himself one such modernist. He is a materialist. He understands that materialism is deficient, that it does not properly account for many of the things we experience in life. And you see this in The Witch, where he says, no, it's not a metaphor, there's an actual witch. Or in The Northman, where there is actually fate that compels people to do things. And in Nosferatu, where there is actually a vampire. But nonetheless, Eggers sees these folklores, these worldviews, as simply one potential option of many. Eggers sees a person from the early Middle Ages in Scandinavia and wants to make a movie that represents their worldview faithfully. This is what these people really believed. But he himself does not believe in any of it. And I feel like this is nowhere more obvious than in Professor von Franz, Willem Dafoe's character in Nosferatu, who is a kind of Van Helsing stand-in and a occultist, a theosophist, an alchemist, a hermeticist, a modernist. Von Franz is a modernist. He's a materialist. When engaging with the phenomenon of the vampire, he wonders, well, what is its country of origin? This will determine how we must defeat it. He engages with the myth, the creature, on its own terms, because he does not have any universal guiding principle. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in an all-powerful being who can contend with these things the way that the Romanian nuns that saved Thomas Hutter believe. He doesn't believe in Odin or Isis or Hermes. He believes in a kind of abstract spiritualness that manifests in many different ways for many different people and has no definitive characteristics. He engages with the supernatural as a scientist, probing it for responses to stimuli and patterns of behavior. And so it never occurs to him that when the local people say, and they do in the movie, Count Orlok is a servant of Satan. He was a servant of Satan in life, and Satan kept him on this earth to continue to do his bidding. He never considers that when they say this, it's because Satan exists. And that his servants cannot enter a church because Christ exists. No. For von Franz, clearly it's all not a metaphor. Von Franz has clearly actually encountered the spiritual. But for him, it's all simply phenomenon. He has no noumenal conception of the spiritual world. Everything is a series of events to be cataloged and studied and engaged with according to their country or culture or mythology of origin. He sees a kind of universal perennialist superstructure that doesn't define itself in any meaningful way. And this is why he fails to meaningfully defeat the vampire. Because von Franz, along with Eggers, the director, is trying to critique modernity, trying to critique rationalism, while remaining within the framework of modernity and rationalism.